Generations of Hope is a nonprofit organization that has formed an intergenerational community called Hope Meadows that is made up of adoptive families who take in children from the foster care system and seniors who live in the community and volunteer with the program and with the families and the children in many capacities.
I was adopted on June 24th, 2008.
I was adopted. My parents came from South Carolina all the way down here with their one son.
These three guys actually moved in with us in September of 2006. And so from September to December of that year, we actually had all six that were still technically in foster care. And then, even though like with the first three, it took 3 years to get their adoption finalized. There was just a lot of red tape and stuff. And then the other three, it moved really quickly. They were adopted within 6 months of moving in.
We had seen an article in the paper about the program, and what drew our interest was we would be able to have more room and bring in more kids, and permanency played a big part in it. So we checked into it, and we had been accepted as the first family out here. And we've been out here starting our 15th year now after adopting 8 children.
And they said, "Did you see the Peoria paper?" And I said, "No." And they said they had a write-up in there about a place in Rantoul, Illinois that has started with foster children. So I came over for an interview and I talked to them about what I thought I had to offer. And they said, "How soon can you get here?"
I just thought, well, this would just be a great place to be, and maybe I could do something to help the children. And it'd be nice to be around young people. And of course, there's seniors, people my own age, so it's just been a wonderful experience for me.
I call it my Leave It to Beaver neighborhood. Everybody out here, they know everybody. They interact. The children interact with the seniors. The parents are always visiting each other, you know. And that's the way it should be. They need more communities like this. It gives you a sense of belonging.
I mean, a lot of neighborhoods, they don't always know all their neighbors, but we can always get together, and everybody knows when everybody's birthday is, so I'd have to say that's pretty tight-knit neighborhood.
But there's always someone around.
Yeah.
There's always someone
There
around.
is. And it's amazing. Well, you saw at the picnic, I told Irene, I said, I don't think you could have a better neighborhood. I really don't. And even the chief of police, he's always bragging about this.
I would make my job a lot easier if we had neighborhoods like this all through the country and for other police departments. Quality of life. Quality of life is what I'm talking about. It would be good for everyone's quality of life and bring back some of the values that we had in years past.
The way we gather together as a community and support each other, I think that's what is important, because it does take a village to raise a child. So.
I like it a lot, how parents work hard to put together all these programs and stuff.
I'll say the activities too, because it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Yes, because I have a lot of new friends, and they play with me almost every day, and it's fun.
I have 6 children. The oldest is 19 and the youngest is 6.
I've only adopted 4. I've had 16 in my home. I've adopted 4, 2 of which are adults now.
When the parents come out here, that's a commitment to them. And that's some hard work for them to do, because they're opening their doors to new kids that they never opened the door to.
Hope is designed to take in the children who are hard to place because of age, because of the behavioral issues.
We had some of them that would come in and go up the stairs into the workrooms upstairs and go hide their faces in the corner and stand there until you came, because they were afraid. They bring a lot of baggage with them, and they've got to lose a lot of that before they can learn the other things. but they learn to trust you.
You can't rush a kid into the way that you live. You got to just ease it in there and let them work themselves into the house. And that's how I feel with the parents, but I give them heart for what they do.
It was hard getting to know them because, like me, I was abused when I was little, so it was hard for me to trust people.
There's one that was so afraid that when her foster mom took the kids for a bike ride and they came around that curve like this, and she was just learning to ride the bike, that she could not see them, she just screamed. So afraid of being left right there, right by her own house.
When you have experienced where a lot of the children have come from, a lot of the things that they've had to endure, it's just that little touch and little gestures and just being there is the main thing. And I think that's why I'm here.
The children we bring in, we know what they have coming with them. We know what we're getting into before we get into it. So yeah, it's our choice. We made the choice.
I really admire them because it's hard to take another child. Your blood doesn't run through them, through their veins. Probably later on your love does. But I mean, to be responsible for their life all the way through, you know, and not know their background when you get them, that's a tremendous load.
We're now almost 14 years old, and it's very clear to us who have been studying this for 14 years that the key to making families work, vulnerable families work, is meaningful relationships and purposeful engagement, and that's what we have here.